Hi, good evening. I guess that football match is over. Let's get that out of the way.
What football match did you? I don't know.
I don't know.
did
Just a little something going on.
I watched the
heard.
ice makers kind of prep the pebble, that kind of stuff. That was very interesting to see. There was basically a minor technical issue, and therefore our game had to start 30 minutes later. Well, and people here at the canteen, they just filled their time with watching some extra football. I guess there was a little bit of overtime. I don't know. I missed that, but that was kind of the reason we started late. The ice makers had issues making the ice, and they had to wait along with the people here at the canteen.
You know, that was actually a thing. It's not a make it up just so we could watch the World Cup final. That was an actual thing. It just happened to coincide.
Is it?
Maybe.
Is it a coincidence? That big of a coincidence? I don't know. I'm leaving it out there.
I don't know. It's conspiracy theories. You might as well put your tinfoil hats on at that point.
Yeah, true.
So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As always, I'm John McLennan, and the rock to my role is joining me tonight. So we're in for our final broadcast of the winter rounds. We will be going into hibernation for a few weeks, the Christmas and New Year holidays after this. But don't worry, we will have some curling content coming to the channel. Couldn't think of any more C's to fit in there. With all of the shots of the matches from this weekend and all of this week's matches, maybe a few highlights. We're going to try out a few things. You never know. You'll just keep your eyes posted. But so for tonight, we've got Grey Ducks making their television debut. We regret not having them on the channel sooner, but they are the last team in the A and B divisions to be on the broadcast.
Last but not least, so for the Grey Ducks fans, but for those of you waiting to see your team, finally on the last day, last game, you get to see your team perform and hopefully win. And I think they have a chance at winning since they're playing against Canadians. And Canadians have lost all of their matches so far in the A division.
Yeah, they've struggled this season. You know, just we played them this morning and had a really back and forth affair, but we were able to dominate, win 11-7. But you know, I think Canadians are not gonna go out without a fight tonight. They're gonna try to just put their stones in there, put them in play, do everything they can to take this one away.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure they're gonna put everything online to save their reputation and kind of save their honors, do it for the fans and get that 0 off the table. And they can actually do that. I'm sure they can. They have been an A division team for as long as I can remember, multiple seasons in a row. So they're definitely a good team. It's not that they are a weak team. They just have a little bit of a struggling season. And in the Belgian curling division, you don't have that much chances. If you have, there are 2 relegation spots in an 8-team division. So if you have a couple of mistakes, suddenly you have to look down and fear for your place in the A division. Yeah. And the spots have become pretty expensive to stay in A, basically.
Yeah, and the way the season was formulated this year, where they had 3 1-week mini tournaments within it, and you had all of your matches scheduled within there. One bad, you start off the week, one bad weekend, and next thing you know, you're at the bottom of the table looking up, and it can be kind of a grind without having to, and having a month between matches makes it more difficult to stay in a good rhythm. The teams that have done it are the ones that train together. They really practice hard, and so it's been a bit of a struggle for some of the teams this year, and so it's going to be an interesting thing.
Yep. Nice. What do we know about Grey Ducks? They are newcomers. They're not new players. Well, half of the team are kind of senior players, well-known players here in the Belgian curling scene, but they're a completely new team, kind of formed around Tom van Waterschoot, who resigned from Team Verreken and hooked up with Stefan van der Meren, former Brewers player, and then Chris van Roosmalen, who came over from the Ghent team, the founders, and they adopted 3 new guys. He, Xavier, and Christophe, and that team is looking to kind of compete to be the new senior Belgium national team. That's the kind of ambition they have, but also be very competitive in the A division. And they get to start in the A division, not the B division, although they're a new team, because the rules state that if you're a new team, they kind of score the skill base based on the players that join that team. And if there are open spots, then the team highest in rank and the kind of points in the Belgium curling league or Belgium curling association gets to fill in that spot. And since this year we have 8 teams instead of 7 or 6, we had an open spot. They get to kind of fill in that last open spot in favor of I don't remember a relegating team from last year.
And I don't remember.
Girl Jam relegated, but they couldn't re-promote, reclaim that position because they scored less points on that table, basically.
Yeah, on just on the points ranking alone, this team is being carried by Tom van Waterschot. He was on the Team Verreken, so he has European Championship points. He's got all these international tournament points. Stefan van der Meere, he's also played in the European Championships at the mixed doubles. So that's another big boost of points there. They're both rated really high in the Belgian standings. So looks like they're getting ready for their LSD. So here's the first one with Christoph coming at the clockwise.
Yep, we're talking so much we forgot about the fact that they have started.
Oh, Xavier was not waving to us. He was actually just pointing that it's heavy and not to sweep. I can move out of the way. And I got the colors wrong, you know.
Yeah. Let's. I'll give you the mouse and the keyboard to do a quick color correction while I wrap up the point we're trying to make. So, Ramstein, former Girl Jam, they are relegated, and normally with a new open spot, you would expect them to rejoin the A division, but because of that point system, they stayed in the B division. Hi, Team of Verreken, you're on the stream. Thanks. I think you're our most loyal fan so far.
No. Yeah, Canadians had very good LSDs. Oops.
Yeah, sorry, John, I muted you there.
Canadians had very good LSDs. They had a 0 and a probably around a 45 or 50. So they have already guaranteed themselves the hammer for this, no matter what Stefan does.
Stefan is the one with the special hat drawing right here. Christmas edition, Stefan. Reindeer edition.
I like the little scooting motion from Christoph there to follow the stone over. Is it coming? Is it coming? See, it just takes a big turn right there at the end. Gotta try to sweep this one in. But I do love Stefan's hat. That is a very nice touch right before the Christmas break to have the antlers and the Santa hat. Very nice touch.
We didn't forget about the beginning of the game. That was just a LSD.
Yeah, I knew that was the LSD. I even said it.
I was all wrong. I just figured out this is the LSD.
So Pim just figured out I'm the one paying attention to the game right now.
Well, in most cases, John is the one paying attention to the game. I'm all kind of focused on camera angles, that kind of stuff, and then.
Oh, Mats. With the pun, and he messed it up the first time.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, he didn't. Something got. I don't know what happened. There was a message there, and then I got to delete it. Oh, okay, it retracted a message.
He'd retracted his own joke, his bad joke.
Because he misspelled it. Oh dear. See, I don't have to spell it.
Stefan and Tom here, those are the ice makers responsible for the delay. So all of you guys that are waiting for more than half an hour, this is probably the reason why.
No. Supposedly one of the pumps on the chiller was too cold, so they had to wait for it to warm up so they could pump the ice through and get the ice back to the temperature. The ice was getting too warm. So hopefully that's all been taken care of. Well, I forgot to put the chapter at the beginning. Oh well, we will chapter it now and get ready to start.
Let's get ready.
See, you can't use, we know that it's cold inside in the ice, in the ice hall, but you can't use Kristoff as a judge because he wears that giant scarf all the time. But you can see, like, with Xavier with his hood up and his scarf on, I think that tells you it's a bit chilly in there.
Yep.
This one's gonna trickle into the house. They're gonna decide to sweep it a little bit deeper. And we immediately see John just go over there and say, tap, let's get this one out. Let's roll off to the side.
Hey Timo, just to let you know, Takeout Tigers won their game against the Canadians. So if you wanna say congratulations, that's the time. That's the time to do so. I want to brag about it, but I do want to mention it.
This one over curls. Goes through the house. Early break for Grey Ducks here. Going for the guard. See Kristoff pointing high. Looks a bit wide. John might take a few sweeps at it to warm himself up. Nope, doesn't bother. That one just goes casually through the house.
Has been a long day for the Canadians because they had to play at 10 o'clock this morning and then they had to wait all game.
All afternoon till 6 p.m. Yeah, so the two Dutch guys, Elko and Thomas, they've been here since
Early this morning.
early this morning. This one goes through, does its job. Doesn't quite get the yellow out of the house, but does sit itself, so see what happens here.
Zip up.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't put any sponsors on our stream that haven't paid yet.
By the way, we've got another match going over on sheet B. We'll try to keep you guys up to date. It's Ramstein against Wipe My Ace. We'll keep you guys up to date as that one progresses.
Signature calls there from Tom.
Ooh, just creeps, holds it on, knocks the other yellow out of the house, clears the house completely, but gets the red. Exactly what they wanted. And good sweeping there to hold the line.
And just remember, in this game we have the two skips that are very famous for their call making. You have Tom with the typical, and then we have John. Well, if John shouts,
You'll know it.
all the neighboring countries know. I think even some relatives in Canada wake up in their bed like, whoa, I think I heard something there. Zoomed out too fast to get that shot.
This one's going to come up a little bit light. It's going to cause it to fall quite a lot.
Serves as a corner guard, who knows?
I think they're going to try to trickle this one in right behind it. Not get too deep in the house, but try to get something in behind that guard. Use it to their advantage. Or not get behind the guard and just kind of stay in the middle, but try to get it to fall. A little bit deep. Okay there. Not quite what they had in mind, a little bit heavy, but John opting to leave it there just as backing for now. It's quite deep from the tee line, so no need to be concerned with it just yet.
They have to make sure, but then I didn't catch the second part of that command.
Well, you just said make sure, make sure. That was it. There was no second part. Wants to make sure that it gets over. It's a little bit deep, but it is going to tap that yellow one back. Yeah, left it behind the tee line, so Tom's going to try to just freeze up against it. See him taking just a little bit less ice. This one looks a bit heavy. I hope this one falls.
Whoa, that was a very expressive way to say, please don't sweep.
Yep, that one's just a little bit deep. It's gonna tap that yellow one in the back out of the house. Sit there itself at the back of the 12-foot. So Christophe and Xavier, they're two members of the club. They joined late last season.
Yep.
And have really progressed. They've really gotten better. Each time we see them play, we see a big improvement. But that maybe there was one of the maybe little inexperiences, their inexperience showing there. The Castle Boys.
The Castle Boys. Yeah, I'm still curious to know the story behind that. Every time they're on stream, Mats mentions that. He makes kind of fun out of it, but then he leaves us in the dark with the story behind the Castle Boys. Or
Okay, that one coming up a little bit short. We're gonna see Tom just say, let's go back in behind it. Let's use those to our advantage. Yeah, Stefan wants just a touch less ice. Xavier and Christophe indicating that it's a bit heavy. Tom wanting to make sure this one gets around the guard, and it is. Very nice stone there.
nice freeze, almost freeze.
Tap a little
Very
bit,
good,
but
very
good
good
stone there. I think we'll start off the diary in this for this match right now. Dear diary, that was a pretty neat shot.
Dear Mom, my friends liked my stone. That actually was a very good one. Did you remember to take notes there, John?
Why do you think I said dear diary? I was writing it down.
I thought you didn't.
You thought I was making stuff. I'm just making a joke. I was making a joke, but I was actually writing it down.
Very good.
This one looks like it's just not gonna fall for them. I'm gonna sweep that one a little bit deep, maybe just a bit outside on the line. Comes to rest just in front of the yellow in the back there. Now, it was one of the things we saw in our match this morning was that some of the stones are curling and some of them are not. Now, that was over on the B sheet. John had a couple of stones where he had to throw the exact same stone back to back, and one of them really curled and one of them just went dead straight. So, you know, even though these stones have been newly sanded, some may have taken it more than others. So, definitely something you're going to see them look at throughout the match, how the stones are behaving. Because you saw John in our match, John was actually changing calls based on the stone he was going to throw. because he knew, oh, this one doesn't turn, this one does. So it'll just be neat to see some of the adjustments that that they make. All right, Tom with first of the skip stones of this first end. This one appears a little light.
Feels light. Why did they stop sweeping?
I don't know.
Wasn't.
It's not going to hurt them, though. That's going to leave it kind of a guard there. Yeah, Tom explaining, like, don't stop sweeping until I say stop sweeping.
Yeah.
But it takes a lot to rattle Tom. It's like, you know, he always seems to have a smile on his face, but he always stays focused, giving direction, giving instruction to Christophe and Xavier.
One of the reasons why they're getting better and better, because they get that kind of coaching.
Yep, yep. Here is where we start the Jeopardy theme. Really, I'm gonna get a button that'll just pop up a timer, and it'll just show how long is this shot. Thinking on this shot. Oh, our two Dutch friends are standing under there. They're pointing up at our house cam, but they're just standing in a position where we don't get to see them.
Okay.
You just get to see their feet, so...
Oh, thanks, Timo. So, Timo is watching with a delay. He's living in the past.
Well, I would say, well, you can now catch up because there's a lot of thinking time going on right now.
I think if you fast forward to thinking time, you're probably going to meet us right here. John making his way over to the house, ready to throw his first stone of the game. Niels making puns about a Dutch song. Als ik ooit eens 5 minuten tijd heb. Do you know that song?
I think it's safe to say I don't.
It's a song for seniors. That's why I also don't know it. I'm a junior. I'm more, let's say, a millennial TikTok generation.
Really?
Yeah.
No, my daughter is in the TikTok generation. I would highly doubt that you and I are.
I'm a millennial. I grew up with MTV, but I grew up where there was no internet. So,
wants this one to squeeze through. Just catches that top guard. That's gonna sit over the side of the house and be could be useful for them. Oh, but the yellow didn't get out all the way, so yellow looks to be sitting second stone? Maybe? Difficult to tell, just trying to take a look at our overhead view.
I think red is still second.
But this one has a heartbeat. Yeah, well, it keeps trying to focus on something, so...
It keeps trying to focus on Stefan's reindeer head and...
We can't get it to turn it off, you know? It's the robots are taking over and they like what they like.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Tom has one of the smoothest deliveries in the Belgian Federation.
Yeah,
the Belgian
he makes
League.
it look so easy.
Yeah.
Makes me jealous. Makes me so jealous.
Trying to get this one as deep as possible. Try to stay on that center line. Maybe a little bit light for what they wanted. It's gonna take out or remove the takeout possibility, but there is still a chance to draw in there. I think that maybe over curled just a little bit. I think they'd rather have had that on the about half and half on the center line. All right, so I've lost track. I can't remember if this is Hammerstone or John's first stone.
This is his Hammerstone.
Okay, there we go. At least I knew that John was throwing the last 2 stones, so I was only off by 1. So draw for 1 here. Gotta find full 4 foot here. Gary calls him off. Gets back on it. And I believe that's going to be enough. I believe that was enough for Canadians to score 1.
Canadians won. Good start.
Yeah.
For the Canadians, with 1 actual Canadian on board.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I was going to say that was a good start for Grey Ducks, being able to hold them to 1.
Yeah.
You know, put some pressure on it. So.
Also true. Another high five from the ice makers there.
Right, so here we go into end number 2.
I'm really hoping for a very spectacular, tense game where it all comes down to the last stone.
That would be fantastic. Love to see them trade good shots. Ooh, as Christoph almost face plants, coming back onto the ice
Yeah,
behind the
over
shooter.
that cushion.
Don't step on the cushions, people.
No, they're not for stepping.
Also gonna bring this one in. This one's gonna
Barely
be
over, but a high guard.
on the center line, so no tick rule is in effect.
So if
I don't like that I'm calling it the no tick
No,
rule.
I
I'm
was
going
just-
back to the Canadian.
So if the no tick rule is not an effect, would you say there is no tick rule?
Yes, it would be the double negative,
That sounds
making
weird.
it a positive, and so that would say the tick rule is in effect. So that means you can tick it. I'm not sure.
I'm not confused anymore.
This is a bit heavy, and it's going to sail out the back. There, John, want to double stack these guards, get another one behind. Kind of a messy slide there with his back foot kind of wiggling all over the place, but the stones seem to be moving in one direction, so that's the important part. You don't care what's happening behind the stone just as long, but look at that, it just slows down and
Split the guards.
goes to the
Don't
right.
know if John likes this one. He kind of waves it off, says, "Oh well, we'll deal with it. I'll accept it as it is."
Now we're gonna have to wait for about a 5-minute delay before I can ask Timo. Well, I can ask Timo, are they allowed to tick their own stones off the center line, and I'll have to wait about 5 minutes for an answer. Now, once this stone is in play, it is no longer relevant if they can or cannot do that, because you cannot go back and change something after the play has started. So, this one's definitely a bit outside. If I'm trying to sweep it to give it a little bit of curl, turns back around a little bit more, just on the tee line there. John's going to try to use this to his advantage, get it out of there, maybe roll underneath one of those guards. Staying a bit on the outside, though.
They are allowed. So the delay of Timo is now about 20-30 seconds.
Oh, there we go.
Unless he takes that much time to look it up on Google and then present his answer. That's also a possibility.
All right. Well, it catches the shooter catches the stone, but does not quite get it out of the house, but moves it into kind of a less relevant position. So not an unsuccessful stone.
Not an
I'm gonna start using double negatives for everything.
It's been
now.
a long day for me. Don't haunt me with this kind of language.
I'm going to abuse my deep knowledge of the English language, or I'm gonna fry my brain. Either way. This one also not quite curling around to get behind that guard, but oh, now he's watching his like. So he's in the future, so Timo can now tell us what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
This one's gonna clear the guard easily. Looks like it's gonna be slightly off nose. Kind of slide to the outside, but stays in the house. Moves that yellow one out of play. Alright, Tom asking for a little hit and roll of their own. Try to roll this one underneath the guard. This one's got some pace. Starting to curl. Gets the hit. And rolls into a nice position there. Thought that one might have peeked out the other side, but that's in a really good position behind the guards.
So I just got a message from Timo on WhatsApp. A message from the future. He's already in the second half of the season, and he can reveal that Takeout Tigers just beat Daddy's Cool with 69-0. So congratulations, Takeout Tigers, for that impressive win, and thank you, Timo, for letting us know. But please don't hold back any other spoiler. We don't want to ruin the party for the fans, of course.
All right. Yeah, Timo. Now you know. When I'm editing videos, I look through everything at 2 times speed, and then when I get to a spot I want to watch, I slow it down, and it sounds like everybody's drunk. Or it sounds like I'm drunk. And sometimes I might be, but it just sounds more drunk. This one's gonna fall into the guard. Splits it open, rolls aside. Not what they wanted, but not terrible. It's gonna force the Ducks to put up a guard here. They're just gonna put something over there over that line.
Yes. Coming back to that message about the Tigers winning against Daddy's Cool, that has been confirmed, by the way. Now it's official, confirmed by Mets. He mentioned in chat, yeah, right. So
yep.
Apparently that was the right message.
Confirmed it, yep.
Officially confirmed. Ladies and boys, daddies and moms.
Ooh.
Yeah, has a deep knowledge of English. Is not that great. Keeps misspelling words, that kind of stuff.
Oh, this one over, a little deep, over curled. Got into the house. Opportunity for John to probably hit and roll here. He's sliding out.
Oh, I missed the slide out. I thought they didn't start.
There's only like 4 faces in the crowd, and they're all playing, so you don't need to show every one of them all the time.
Oh, man. Who cares about sliding anyway? Oh, we want to see stones hitting. We want to hear the slams.
Gets nose hit there, gets the job done getting the yellow out of there, but does sit out in the open, so now Grey Ducks going to be able to go for their own hit and roll underneath.
Timo says, I also see Takeout Tigers buying everyone drinks each club evening.
Hey, if we're winning the club nights, that's money well spent.
So, I mean, yet another confirmation from the future that Takeout Tigers is going to win every single game from now on. Having to pay in room stacking.
Wants this one to fall. Is that going to have enough fall on it? No, just misses. Does it push that yellow one out? It did. Okay, that yellow one behind is out of play. John kicks it over there, so it rolled over a little bit, but just not quite enough. I think they might attempt a double out here. We get a good shot of Tom blowing his nose. Oh, and there goes Stefan. Look at that double. What teamwork.
That's teamwork indeed. Double takeout of those nose trails.
Would you say nose trails?
Nose trails, isn't that?
Nostrils.
Nostrils. Nostrils, nostrils. You say Dirk to Dirk, and now we're going to burn me over my English?
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
So it's a nostril, but it's inside of your nose, but you can't call it a nostril. English makes absolutely no sense at all. They even call football soccer, and that just...
Would you like me to give you the rant on the reasoning behind it, or would you just like to make fun of me?
I would always...
I'm pretty sure it's you want to make fun of me. You don't have to answer
You can't discuss with American people. I mean...
No, my favorite thing, one of my favorite things to do is to have the soccer discussion with an English person, because it makes them so mad because it's actually their word. I don't know if I made a marker, so I'm going to mark it again. So now, Grey Ducks have a decision here. Going to discuss what they could possibly do. Taking out the red is an option, but that's going to leave them outside the house.
Mats is welcoming us back in the B division.
It's totally our thing.
Yeah.
Might be. Be careful what you wish for, Mats. I'm old and maybe losing my memory, but I forgot.
What's your memory butt?
I don't know.
Do you have a memory in your butt? How can you lose your memory butt?
You ruined my joke I was going to say, but I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I ruined your joke.
I hate it here.
All right.
Maybe you should zoom into his nostrils to see if he got it really clean.
I'm trying.
He won't stand still.
He won't stand still, no. Stand still, so.
Nope, not gonna happen.
It's not because you're walking on sliders, you have to slide all the time. Keep sliding there.
Yeah, Mats. What do you mean with it's our thing?
Of course the B division is our thing. Because we're going to own the B division. B division will be ours. Oh, yeah, you're his thing, yeah.
Alright. Discussion is over. Finally, time to throw the stone.
Stone is in
Looks
play.
a bit wide, so they're trying to come into the house with this one. A little wide, a little heavy. Yeah, they wanted to try to tick that one over a little bit. And
yeah, Xavier tried to use his broom to make the airwaves above the stone. Try to make a little bit of difference, but unfortunately it went by.
all that thinking and then an error in the throw. That's rough. Not like that would I would ever do that. I would, because I would never spend that much time thinking. I'll miss throws all the time, just won't waste time thinking about them.
All right.
A little bit of controversy or something going over on sheet B, not quite sure what's happening. There's a huddle around a stone. Dirk is running out there to adjudicate. Doesn't look like there's fighting, they're just not sure what to do.
Apparently somebody exchanged the handles overnight. Nice.
It's stone there from
Nice.
from John.
Yeah, definitely.
Got the yellow, ran it back, got the other one out. Now the yellow does sit back there. It is second shot. So what do we have here? Grey Duck's coming up with the hammer.
So, did you catch what was happening on the
Not
beach?
quite yet. Oh, apparently something got underneath the stone and stopped it like within half a meter. And there's like a gouge in the ice and they're like, what do you do? It's like, well, the stone stays where it is, but yeah, let's try to clean off the bottom. So a little bit of debris. Must be an ice crystal or something got underneath it.
So maybe
So they want to make sure
there
this
was
one
actually yeah, go ahead.
doesn't jam onto the one in the back. It's going to stay on the side. They're going to lose the shooter, but they are going to score one.
One yellow,
One yellow.
one for the Ducks.
A really good stone from John in the previous his last stone there to kind of put that set up that situation where possible steal of one or nothing but a force of one. So
Do you know what you call one in Dutch?
ain.
A duck.
No, it's aimed.
It's in, yeah. But a very bad joke.
That was terrible. Truly the worst. This is the worst thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
This is truly bad, this joke.
Yeah.
See, even they're discussing it. They're just looking at the wall going, maybe we won't read our lips, be able to read our lips, so we'll just talk about how bad that was.
Well, I was waiting for somebody to have a 2 in, because in poker you call 2s the Ducks, but since they only score 1 ends. Oh yeah, that's true. Timo corrected me. Like that's what you call a bunch of ones in Dutch.
Anxious.
Ancients, little ducks, ducklings. See, and now because of that little intermission, I almost forgot to follow.
You forgot to follow the slide because you were trying to explain you're really bad, and somebody had to correct you.
Yeah. Ay.
This one is going to just curl off the center line, unfortunately. Good weight, just over curled a touch. Hopefully she never sees these recordings, Timo, to know how bad her father is at jokes.
Sorry, Meryl. If you're watching this in the future, Meryl, first of all, yeah, very impressive take out Tigers games in the second half of the season, I know. But aside from that, sorry for all the bad jokes.
Xavier coming in around behind, wanting this one to fall.
Stefan says this is a 4, so we'll see. Are they using the 10-point system or
I
the
think 7.
system?
Either way, I think they use the 7.
Let's ask.
But
Timo.
that does work for them. You know, they does get into the house and is behind a guard. So, you know, that is one way to do it. Maybe not plan A, but it's somewhere further down the alphabet. But hey, it doesn't matter what plan it is as long as it's there.
Good stone.
There we go. There's your second half of your sentence.
Yeah. So when he says make sure, he means make sure it's in the house, or at least this time.
This one is way too light, falling way too much.
But is it going to be in the house? That's the big question.
Nope. Nope. Going to have a companion to the corner guard over there, but guarding the outside corner.
Even corner guards needs companions. Yeah, don't forget to take off the gripper. And then we're ready to see Christoph sliding. So any updates on the other game so far, John?
Let's see. Yes.
Right.
After the shot, I'll get up to it. I had to see what
Okay.
the score was and who was throwing what. This one is coming up quite a bit light.
Bit short, yep.
Is not even going to make it over the hog.
I think it is.
Just makes it over the hog. So over on sheet B, Ramstein took the first end. They had the hammer and they scored 2. We're coming up on Hammerstone here in the second end, and Ramstein is sitting in a strong position with 1, blocked by a ton of stones in play. White Mass does have 2 second and third shot, but it's going to be very difficult for them to move those into a scoring position.
Pass the first card, it'll tap the redstone, and it'll split.
And does that curl into the house? I think that's just
Not-
outside.
I think it's just outside, yeah.
Yeah, Tom looking to promote their yellow, just get it to the T line. something back into the house, leave it some cover. Little outside on the slide. Stones seem to be okay. Gotta make sure this gets there, has enough. Looks like it's falling a little bit. Wanting this one to cover over that red one.
That was not the tab they needed.
But it does take away a, well, doesn't really take away that opportunity, but it's gonna make them think twice about it because it would leave a yellow stone above there. So I think John's just gonna run this. He thinks this double is set up to run back on the yellow, so I think that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, the angles look right. So I think if they just slam it in the first redstone, it'll launch the second in the right direction.
Well, it moved it, but not quite enough. Need a little bit more oomph behind that the shooter there. Alright, Tom opting to just plug the hole there, put up a guard a little bit higher than the house.
Yep.
Rent something from drawing in there.
Okay, you can still use those two redstones. If they tap it a little bit, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, but you can't guard everything, so you have to kind of block the higher percentage shot is what I would say.
Yep.
This one looks to be alright. Is that one going to fall too much once it gets over that center line? Yes, it does. That keeps going.
And taps the guards.
They once... Ooh, unfortunately just rolled over a little bit too much, leaves the gap open. You can see here Tom calling for them to stop a little bit sooner, hoping it would fall more so it wouldn't roll off as much to the side, but it has.
Signature call from John there.
He seems a little excited. Unfortunately, it catches the guard. Is it deep enough though?
Yeah, very hard to tell from this angle.
Yeah, it's tricky. I would almost hazard a guess that yellow is closer. Yellow is still shot. I think so. Tom's going to use that opening to try to draw in something behind those guards.
Yep.
You know, if plan B could be that if it's a little heavy, they could tap and roll off that red one. So.
Yeah, definitely indeed not the worst outcome for the Canadians here. Passes the first guard, passes the second guard, going into the house right now. And how deep will they get it? They don't need to sweep. Is John going to sweep it out of shot position? Nope, it's perfectly behind all of the guards. Handshake, not a handshake to end the game, but then handshake to confirm the excellent stone there.
Unfortunately, it did slip behind the T-line, so...
Yeah, I mean, Canadians can do the exact same stone and use it as backing, freeze up against it.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing John look for.
Yeah. So here we can see the battle. Who can play the best stone, Stefan or Gary? Stefan had an actual very good execution, and now we'll see Gary's version of the same stone.
Yeah, this one feels a little bit lighter. They're gonna have to work to get this one around the guard.
It's over the hog line, passing the first
There it
guard.
goes.
Seems hard, passing the second guard. They have backing. Taps and sits shots, but it's still open though.
And is it far? Yeah, it's far enough behind the T line that if they freeze up against it, Canadians could just do the same, try to freeze up against it, and they'd be shot on the pin. So have to look at what kind of options they have. Hit and roll might be difficult here.
Do you get to stand in the house with 4 players, or was there a... Always forget.
I don't believe there's a rule against it, but I bet Timo's going to come on and say that I'm wrong, so.
No, only 2. Yeah.
But there are things that I guess we just don't call in this league sometimes, like that.
Mm-hmm.
And sweeping before the stone has actually touched the T line. There's certain teams that are notorious for that, or certain players that are notorious for that.
Yeah, and on high-level curling, you would get a remark, but well, we're not that strict.
And what do those remarks do? What do they result in?
Yeah. What are the kind of penalties that are attached to those remarks? Do they
So I'm
take away?
calling him off. Needs to be a bit outside. He needs to fall.
Needs to fall, but it will fall.
Is it going to
Starting to fall.
enough? It's starting now. Now they need to sweep it to make sure it gets there. That's going to be very nice.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
wow. Very nice stone right there.
Excellent stone.
Dear Diary, I saw another cool stone.
Dear Diary, I'm a fan of Tom and the Stones.
Nothing so far that you know. Okay. So it's basically empty threats.
Yeah.
I guess if you do it too many times in a match, they might penalize you. But I wonder, because the only thing I've ever seen is the Italian guy getting booted out of a match for slamming his broom on the ice too many times. And that took 3 or 4 before they finally ejected him, so...
And now it's thinking time for Canadians. I mean, what do they do? The stone of Grey Ducks is sitting nicely in front of the T line, so it's all closed up.
Hey, remark is not a threat, so okay. So just keep doing it. There's no penalty. Yeah, pretty good stone by Tom. You know, they were looking for the freeze, but actually having it stop short of the T line like that means that they can't draw in on top of it. Means that there is a gap. Maybe they can try to take it out, but it's really very difficult. I think to get over to the center line side of the nose would be quite difficult.
17 viewers, is that a record? No, we had a stream that went over, I think, 20 or 30
We had
viewers.
30 is our peak,
Yeah.
is our maximum.
Yeah. And one time in a distant future, we had a game Take Out Tigers against Daddy School, and we had over 1,000 viewers. But we can't reveal those numbers yet. But for any sponsors out there, now's the time
Just
to
know
pitch
that
in.
that's coming, yeah.
Yeah.
Make your pitches.
Make sure you invest before the big wave.
Don't do anything. John says it's coming, so there it goes.
Needs to find a turn.
There it goes.
10 centimeters before it would tap. Yes!
Sweep it. Like you can't even fit your broom in there. Sweep it anyway.
Guard it, yeah. Seal the deal here.
Yeah, I think that's really what John was trying to do there, was just kind of force them to one. They're not really going to be able to do anything with it now, so... Seems we've got bad angles. I think that was the call there. I think that was what they wanted to do, was just kind of put something on top of it to prevent Grey Ducks from doing anything more.
Yeah, I think if another option was get a takeout in there, but then if you lose the battle of the angles, then you don't come out on top.
Yeah, they might have. Maybe they should have tried to play enough of there.
Yeah, takeout Tigers would have really nailed that.
We would have just blasted it.
Yeah.
Just send it.
Look at all of the stones in this setup here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Well, it's
12,
easier to count the ones that are missing. I see only one that's through, so there's 14 in play.
14 in play.
Quick math.
Hi, Melanie Robillard. Who are the commentators? Well, that's us.
We are John and Pim.
Yes. Hi. I'm Pim. This is John.
He is the rock to my roll
And I
tonight.
am the roll to... No, yeah, I am the rock to his roll.
Let's see. Left red, possible 3. Draw control. Glad to have you in here, Melody.
Yeah.
I am assuming by the last name Robillard, you are related to John in some way.
Yeah. We're still looking for a mysterious lady that's called Moon Lady. She's a big fan of Dirk, and Dirk refuses to reveal his big secret, so he has a...
So
he has
Moon
a
Lady,
fan
if you're out there, please talk to us.
At least we can rule out that Melanie Robillard is Moon Lady.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know, people have alt accounts all the time. There's secondary accounts and fake names and pictures, so you never know. We don't know. Oh, John's your dad. Welcome in. He did mention that he was going to tell his daughter in Canada about the stream, so...
So we have Canadian viewers on stream
right.
tonight, or yeah. Don't know what time is it in Canada right now, or does she live in
It's
Canada?
afternoon. It's at least afternoon on the East Coast, so depending on where in Canada she is. But actually, it's going to be afternoon anywhere in Canada, so... I think. No, it's still 11 a.m. on the West Coast. Trying to remember my geography and time zones. All right, so here we go. I'm just going to send this one in.
Oh, she lives in Basel. Yeah.
Okay, so not in Canada. Good evening, then.
Good evening, Basel.
And what are your points for the Eurovision Song Contest?
That's 1 point at least for the Great Ducks. That's...
Yeah, good steal there. Yeah, maybe a questionable call from John on that previous stone. But you saw what they were trying to do there. Trying to bust it out, maybe get the yellow out of the way, but didn't quite work out. So a steal of 1 for the Grey Ducks.
Chop, 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 oink, 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 oink. And Thomas making his way back to the other side of the sheet to get ready for end number 3, starting out with a center guard. The duck wall. Yeah.
The duck walk. Yeah, very. You could.
The
Yeah.
duck walk. The duck walk. Yeah. I mean, how could I forget about that joke? I mean,
There wasn't enough waddle in it,
Yeah.
maybe, but it was definitely an interesting way to scoot down the ice.
trying to get to the stone in
Just gets over the hog line.
Yeah.
So high center guard there. So high it's not even in our shot. Not even in the long shot.
There it is. Right there.
Oh, don't forget to slide out.
Here's a slide out. I didn't forget it. Here it is. Don't worry.
What would you do if we had like more camos? I bet you would get lost more often.
I don't know. I would have more fun trying to kind of catch little nice moments.
Unfortunately, this one's a little bit long. Gonna slide out the back of the house. Elko's been struggling a little bit in this match, not really getting his shots to where they need to be.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay,
Congratulations.
an actual superstar in
Wow.
the
Yeah, yeah.
chat. Welcome. Glad to have you.
Antonio says Melanie was European champion 2019 and world champion in 2010. So we have an actual former world champion with us tonight. Now I feel small.
And Antonio, thank you for the information. Welcome
Yeah.
into the
Thanks for
stream.
letting us
Glad
know.
to have you here.
I'm gonna check the Wikipedia page, see if we can. Now we can make that quote every single time for our next streams. Yeah, we have world champions watching our games, our channel.
An international fan base.
Yeah, yeah.
So looking to put this one as a freeze right on top of the yellow stone. Very enthusiastically encouraged him to keep going.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, comes up a little bit short.
yeah. Fortunately, the stone stopped.
Oops. Something or someone has crashed here in the clubhouse. Hopefully it is a something and not a someone. This one needs to fall. They're encouraging it with their words. Positive reinforcement saves
Yes.
the day.
Rainier Man is happy.
Looking for another freeze or even possibly something off to the side. Gotta make sure it's gotta be there. We all hear it. Her Melanie hears it at home in Basel with the stream being muted.
Yeah, nice shots.
Oh, a little bit heavy, but does stop in time. Sitting shot, a little exposed though. Opting to freeze on top of that one instead of taking it out. Nice loose release there from Christoph. No trying to force the stone in any direction. Sweepers are working it. trying to get that one over there. Oh, this looks really nice. It's going to be a little bit heavy. It's going to tap it back, but that's okay. Still kind of has some backing behind it. Puts them in two shots. Nice stone there. Maybe I'll write that one down. Dear Diary. I saw yet another cool stone. Yeah, Brom. Very, very, very finesse shot there. Oh. It is in the house.
Yep.
He got what he wanted. Maybe he should have been a little bit more specific, but he got it in the house. Good to see you, Brom. Welcome in.
Hi, Brom. Brom, not a former world champion, unlike Melanie, but he's part of the Belgian national team, so that's also kind of a semi-celebrity. Oh, and also Tur is
here as well. Welcome on in.
We have people from the team.
We have 3/4 of Team Vareka.
We didn't.
No,
we didn't mention their name.
3/5 of those guys that we forget their names.
Yeah. You forget about that name.
This one's gonna tick it over a little bit deep there. Not what they wanted. They wanted a guard in front of it to kind of plug things up, but now they've just opened it up again. Oh, thank you very much, Melanie. We do our best, you know. It's we're trying to get better every broadcast, so we're trying to improve just a little bit more.
Yeah. We appreciate people actually watching the streams and also interacting on chats. Try to put as much energy as possible, responding or engaging with the audience. And I think that helps having a good stream, an entertaining stream.
This one's just gonna catch that yellow, or yes, just ooh.
See that small kiss?
Oh, that's gonna be.
Is it shot? Hard to tell. Hard to tell.
I would say yellow, but
in that case, I would go with.
That's close. That's gonna need to be measured.
I think red. I'm going with red.
Yeah. I don't get everything wrong.
Even a broken clock.
Broken clock is right twice. Yeah. Twice a day. Unless it's a digital clock, and then on 24-hour time, then it's only once. But I'm old, so I'm analog. I'm like a sundial. So even then, I'm only right once a day. I was too busy talking about being a broken clock, and I missed the call.
See, that's kind of confirming your point.
This one's heavy. Oof. That was not the plan, I don't think. I think they did maybe want to try to get rid of that red, but not in that way. And you gotta wonder, you know, Stefan's wife is the one scoring the curlet.
Yeah, maybe
so
we can have some
is she going to give him a slightly better score or a worse score? Is she going to be more critical or more play more favorites? We don't know. She's giving me the evil eye now. I think maybe I did something wrong.
Yeah. I'm safe. I'm sitting behind you. If there's going to be an attack, you're going to be the first casualty.
So this is supposed to be a hack. They want to try to clear this yellow one out of there. This is just not gonna fall. Fortunately, the red had the back. Oh.
Interesting.
Oh.
Very
Okay, that,
interesting.
I think, yellow.
Yeah.
Pardon me for cutting off my thought in the mid there. I had a sneeze and I had to mute.
But luckily you muted because nobody wants to hear people sneezing in a live stream.
Achoo.
It's Hachu.
I said what I said.
Alright.
So getting into skip stones here. I really think Tom's going to want to try to guard this. It's in such a precarious position trying to get that red out of there. Could do more harm than good, so. Sweep this one down there. This one curl over. Very nice stone, well placed. Although, you could still potentially get around it. Maybe didn't fall quite enough. John looking to maybe tap that one over. I think that's the one he likes.
He's not sure.
Trying to find the right broom. Where to put the broom? Get the right ice line on the ice. Ugh. All right, remember how I said my English language was awesome? Maybe not anymore. Getting tired, I can feel it.
Oof, Melanie, not sure about this call. And she could know because she's a former world champion. I looked it up. Melanie even has her own Wikipedia page. I mean,
Oh, wow.
confirming she was world champion in 2010. European champion 2009. European mixed 2008. Triple gold medal.
Wow. It's got a curl. There it goes. Is it going to be too much? Too much curl. And just not enough weight there. So yellow still appears to be sitting shot, with all that red around it. Oof. What do you do here if you're...
Yeah.
I think their
This could
best
be very
option
dangerous.
here. Yeah, it's very dangerous. I think they have to guard up that the wall side. I think that's really, they just have to kind of prevent anything from being pushed back.
Yeah. Yeah, they really want to avoid a scenario where they would lose that one yellow stone in the red there. Guards. Melanie calls for the guards.
I'm a fan of this call.
Yeah.
I kept looking over at the open ice side. You have two yellows a yellow you could use to kind of tap that other one yellow back in, or maybe move that red one behind it away. But it's just such a risky shot that this is probably the safer play, the smarter play.
Mm-hmm.
Did that curl too much? I'm not sure. I think that's still in a pretty good spot. Because even if they can curl it around that guard, will it have enough pace on it to be able to tap it back far enough? That's going to be a difficult one. It's just funny to see. You look at the house, it's like every red stone still in play is in the house. Is there enough room to get it around the guard and between those two stones there? I don't think so.
Yeah. Timo says a race takeout for 3, not the most easy, but he can make it.
You're talking about run the yellow one that Gary is standing next to, or next to his broom head. Running that one back, yeah. Because it wouldn't take much to tap that yellow out of the way. You're right. That's
So many possible angles here to work with.
There he goes. Now he sees it.
Yeah. Xavier already sitting on the side, waiting for a decision. That's important though. Oh, 1 more minute, 1 more thought.
Yeah, and you're right, Timo. You can't really they can't make it worse. I mean, there's...
Yeah, they're in a comfortable position.
Yeah.
But in this situation, maybe you want to look for options to score a big house if you have an opportunity. Otherwise, you're just scoring 1 point.
No, not for Canadians. They run it back and they get this yellow one to move. They score 3.
Yeah, but then they have to look for that option to get the yellow out.
That's the one they were looking at, that yellow run back. But I thought I saw Gary say something about they're not sure about how much it's going to fall. Will they be able to control it? Yeah, I think they're going to make that call. It's just...
You can't give them 2. Yeah. Yeah, thinking time is... we don't use clocks in Belgium curling. That's obvious, I think.
Next season, we're going to have an unofficial thinking clock.
Yeah, we're going to add it to the stream methods. Just to kind of start timing these moments. But now...
Well, we could build that easily into the scoreboard.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we're going to start showing when an active stone is in play, then we would know when we start running the thinking clock.
Yeah, correct.
All right, we have a decision.
Is this going to be the shot of the match?
Looks a bit outside. Oh.
1 yellow.
They are looking. Yep, one yellow. Good steal from Grey Ducks there. Yeah, lots of stones in play for Canadians. We just couldn't find a way inside that one yellow.
Yeah, with all of the red stones in the house, it feels so so sad that you can only score one, or you have to give up one. You want to score those big ends if the house is so red.
Yeah. And I don't really like that call there. That was, you know, they couldn't make it worse. It was worth the trot. It just happened to fall a little bit too much, got outside. Or maybe not fall, but I think his stone was a bit outside on the release, but... All right, so another steal for Grey Ducks. The halfway mark. Grey Ducks 3, Canadians 1. Grey Ducks about to open up the fifth end here. You know, indicating it's outside. Oh, was that a little bit of holding there from John? I'm not sure that's how the referee didn't give him a yellow card there. It was pretty blatant. Does this not get over? Oh, it's too light. Does not get over. And let's see if I can give a quick update over on Beat B. Ramstein stolen 2 more ends, so they lead 4-0 in the fourth end. After 3 ends, excuse me, let's say it that way. Oops, mark it down. They're really sweeping to get this one over. High corner guard for Canadians to open up the end. Don't appear to be a better line. Let's just hope he didn't do the classic over adjustment where the first one comes up well short. And nope, that is definitely not the case.
Nope.
But you see it, that hit something and that just turned.
Yeah, the
big turn right
angle
there.
on that was very suspicious.
Yep. Gotta make sure you clean your stones. Our stones are quite dirty right now, so...
Yeah, because even when you clean your stones and you clean your broom, the kind of rubbish stays over next to the hack, and then with the next stone, you collect the same rubbish you took out.
Yeah. That's why I always put my rubbish on the right-hand hack for all those left-handed players.
Yeah, true.
Need that one just to curl a little bit more, but we're gonna try to take this out, roll it back to the other side of the house.
Sweep for line.
Timo really trying to get his point across there. Cleaning grippers and broom heads would also help. Yes, that is 100% true. So I guess 300% if you say it 3 times.
Yeah, we have 3 Timos in chat.
Very emphatically. I think it's just it's one Timo being very emphatic about cleaning your grippers and broom heads. Yeah, we happen to see some of your message coming through 3 times, Timo. That last one came through. On our side, at least.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a little bit light, gonna over curl, but puts it in a pretty good position for it's guarded.
Yeah.
So if this doesn't Tom doesn't get this one blocked, then He's sitting with a good one over there.
Also, Dirk was coming over to read our chat to check whether Moon Lady was present tonight or not.
So, no Moon Lady tonight. Xavier kind of pointed up like it was heavy, but this does not look heavy. It's like the opposite of heavy.
Yeah, this is not heavy at all. Tom coming over to kind of check.
Could be Matt's, could be, we don't know. She,
Oh yeah, that's possible. I didn't thought about that option. I'm gonna ask. Oops. I'm gonna ask about it.
clears out the yellow, sits in there.
It's also not Esther because I mentioned the Moon Lady thing to Esther and she didn't act suspiciously surprised or. So I don't think it's Esther.
Could just be a random stalker, you never know.
You never know.
They want this one to fall, they want to get it between both. Oh, very nice stone.
Very nice. Yeah, maybe a man. Yeah, we always assume it's a lady, but it could be a man trolling us and trolling Dirk, or at least trolling us.
Oh, maybe a family member.
Yeah. Dirk mentioned it's not his daughter and it's also not his mom.
Oh, I forgot to write that down. That was actually not a bad stone. Except red is still lying shot, so maybe not. Yes, he did.
Yeah, every time with the New Year's Cup, there's a Dutch team signing up with the name FC Dirk. FC Dirk.
Aha, you're saying it my way now.
Every time I'm streaming English, I also tend to pronounce the names incorrectly.
As you do in English. Foreign name, forget about it. I'm saying it the way I want to say it. Alright, split in the house here.
Stefan calling for a soft takeout, 2-7. So he wants the shooter to stay somewhere.
Does the job, gets it out of the house, trickled a little bit towards the outside, but yeah, it's gonna make that hit and roll over behind the guards a little bit harder. So, two options for Gary here.
We should make a rule, don't clean your nose just underneath the microphones. Creates weird sound effects.
Yeah, we are definitely going to have to give some media training. This one lands on the outside, but a little bit too much rolls out of play.
So another four-man decision here. You have the skip next to the vice skip, and then you have the vice skip standing next to the vice skip.
Yeah. Or the not mindscape. Let's see what the committee has decided. Looks like they're going to try to draw this around that. I think there's plenty of space there. Probably, and with enough stones guarding there, that's a good call.
Wick? What is a wick? Immediate call for a sweep. Tom firing his boys to sweep hard here.
Ooh, just a little bit short. Not the stone they had in mind, because even if it had fallen too much, just a tick on that yellow will push it to shot stone. So they had options there. They still do, but it's going to make it harder now.
Clear instructions.
Yeah,
Gotta love that.
All right, quick update from sheet B. Ramstein took 2 in the 4th, so it's now 4-2 at the intermission. White Mass coming in for their traditional 10-minute beer break.
Yeah. Right, it's in. So is this leaving an option for Gradex to do a hit and roll?
Yeah, it does. It's out in the open. It didn't get behind the guards like they wanted, so I think there's plenty of room for them to work with here to maybe a little hack weight, hit and roll, get underneath all the guards up the wall side. Trying to make sure this one gets around that guard. Oh, just falls a little bit too much. All right, chance for Canadians to score 3 here. And essentially an open house to draw at.
I think the boys share the Belgium gloves there. They each have one set, one piece.
Swear jar, did you hear something, Timo?
Yeah. What did you hear? And next season we might have a swear jar. And then we're going to be rich.
No, we're going to give it to charity.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's light. Needs some help.
Gary coming over to help sweep. 3 sweepers on the stone right now to get it across the hog line, get it as deep as possible.
But, oh, it just comes up a little short.
2 reds.
2 red. You hate to see that though. Open
Yeah.
draw and leaving one out on the ice like that. Yeah, a little afraid of running it too hard and running theirs back and play a little bit too conservatively.
Yeah, those draws are not always the easy ones, and you hate to miss them. What do you think is the worst to miss? Like an open takeout to win an end, or an open draw to take an end, or is it just like equally worse or equally bad?
Draw.
An
I
open
feel,
draw?
for me, I personally have more control of my draws, so I feel like if I'm missing that, then that's worse. And that's just my personal thing. I know everybody has their own own specialty, own thing. Some people say any open shot should be a made shot. And I have a tendency to agree with that, but I know that my takeouts aren't as strong as my draws, so...
Yeah, but then like an open draw, that feels like the most basic thing to do in curling to get a stone in the house. That's
Yeah, that's why missing it feels like that's so bad. You know the distance, you know the speed, you should be able to, and if you have nothing in the way, there should be nothing to stop you from doing it. It's the gentlest of touches on the handle to get that going. Unfortunately, it means it might be a little light, and yeah, that's going to fall over onto Tom's head.
is it going to be
It is going to sweep that. Just misses outside the house, but
it's not in.
and it was not on the center line, so the tick rule was not in effect. The no tick rule was not in effect.
Oh my god. Please. That kind of stuff could also go in the swear jar because it's language.
It is grammatically correct, if not, albeit not normal usage.
Swearing is also grammatically correct, but you're also not supposed to do it.
I mean, English is just one giant middle finger to language everywhere. So the fact that you can write a grammatically correct sentence with the word "had" 4 times in a row, or even "has." No, had. Had is the correct version.
Yeah. Right.
So it needs to fall over. There it goes. Look at how much it turns.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you see it took an angle?
Yeah, that
Was
not sweeping that off might have, looked like it might have cost them. I mean, they got around it, but that was quite an unexpected turn. Yeah, you see Tom and John just kind of look at each other like, what do you do? But look at how much this one falls.
Yeah.
Really,
Wow.
that one looked like that was going to be outside. And it just slowed down and turned. And this gives Tom a dilemma. Does he try to put something up on the open ice side and guard it, or does he try to put something up over on the wall side in front of this red? But either way, it's leaving something open. So calling for the freeze, probably like the best option here. and there's no way you can play for that fall, that same ice again. Do you know if it's going to fall that much or not each time down?
Yeah, it could be a very specific spot.
There it goes. This one's going. This one looks really good. They just got to sweep this one down there and get it as close as they can. A little bit short, but leaves it in a good spot. Well, actually, no. That's. Yeah, there's a double there. Not a... They're going to leave that one alone. They're going to try for the angle.
Where is it?
It's right out in front of you, John. See that stone?
Yeah.
20 kilogram stone coming right towards you.
Oh, it not.
Look at that.
Yeah.
But just not quite enough weight behind it.
Yeah, but I didn't expect that little bit of curl in the end.
No, it's really like it hits a spot, it hits a certain speed, and it says, okay, now I can turn, and it just turns all at once.
Yeah, it could create some. It could give some interesting situations later on.
All right.
Calling for a takeout here.
Yeah.
And then Christoph asking where.
Tom sees a double, so... We're going to see a rocket from Christoph as the ones they practice. They even call them rockets.
Yeah,
so.
they call it rockets. So, is it going to be a rocket? Low sliding there.
Don't think it's going to fall enough. It's going to miss that guard.
Tap, tap.
Oh. Good effort there.
Yeah.
Really like that one. Does put it in a good spot. But now it's... Yeah, could be interesting. I'm going to write that one down because that one... Dear Diary. Yet another cool stone. Push it. Push it real good. Oh. All right, that's enough before we get these made.
Big call for the sweeping here.
Is this one gonna have the turn? That's no. I was just about to say that's not back four, but we all heard John say it as well. That was not back four. You are correct, sir.
Still like the hats.
I love the hat. I'm gonna take a look at the overhead really quick, just to kind of give us a look at what they're trying to do.
Timo says, "Can you make similar hats for the takeout tigers?" Yeah, we could.
It's 2022 and the internet is everywhere. You can make just about anything you want.
Nice little tiger prints.
Little tiger ears on it. Somebody got a voicemail. An SMS. Heard a little ding out on the ice.
Yeah.
Or is that...
No, it's on the ice somewhere.
Ooh. Very nice stone.
Very good, yeah. Look at all of that yellow in the front of the tee line.
That's, yeah, I think it's yellow sitting 2 now. Dear diary. What a cool stone. I'm actually gonna run out of space on this one side.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that Xavier and Christoph are sharing a single pair of gloves?
Yeah, I mentioned that just like 10 minutes ago.
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Fell a tad too much to be perfect. Well, fine, be critical. Probably gave that a 2, didn't you, Timo?
Yeah. Mr. Negativismo.
And I thought I was the pessimist. Like,
Yeah.
you're good cop, I'm bad cop, and Timo's worst cop.
Yeah, we were considering making a Timo shot of the match a couple of times next season, but unfortunately, most of their stones, his stones were falling a tad off.
Clears it out, but yeah, I still believe that yellow is shot.
I think red shot, by the way, just to.
I think you're wrong.
Yeah, but you think you're wrong, but you're wrong, so you think I'm right.
Yes, I
and
do.
That makes me right.
We do see why you said it, Timo. Yeah, it did leave open that. Leave that open. But I refuse to acknowledge it. In the video tomorrow, this section will just not exist.
Is it outside?
No, they're sweeping. I think it's gonna fall too much. Is it gonna be able to get that double? Catches it, so moves it off. So now we know for sure that yellow is shot.
Yep.
So did its job. I think they would like to have had both of them out of the house. Just fell a little bit too much, but caught the red. I'm the Elon Musk of Belgian curling broadcasts.
You wish. You wish.
Well, I can censor it. I can go in and I'm the editor, so I can go in and edit it. We might just have to ban Timo from the channel. He's a bit negative.
You being the Elon Musk of the chat is just too much power for one man. The power will consume you and force you to the dark side. We don't want that. So what angles are they looking at? Do you want to draw in? Use their redstone as backing? Like that?
Well, they want to make sure that they don't go too deep, because then that could give yellow an opportunity to draw in on top of that and kind of freeze them out of scoring. So part of me would even consider like a hack weight and tapping out that trying to get on that yellow, because looking at the overhead, red would be sitting 3 at that point. So if they can get that yellow out of the house, but is it going to fall enough from that top guard? I think so. I think they have room for it. Double via double reds on the wall side. Yeah, that's also an option.
need additional sweeping to get it as deep as possible, but will they get it? I think it's light.
That's definitely light. Yeah.
Unfortunately. I'd love to see that roll in the house though.
Yeah, the coming over on that the wall side, yeah, would just be sort of fun. I mean, and if the match wasn't so tight, maybe they would try it. You know, if it gets later and they're, you know, already down 3 or 4, you might see them try something more aggressive, but who knows?
Right. Time for the smoothest slide of Belgium curling.
Whoosh. Be absolutely hysterical if he had stumbled right then.
Yeah, it would be wrong timing.
A little bit wide, but they just want to clear this one out of the house.
He's out.
Gets it.
They wanted to avoid Canadians to use that stone to come onto the pin.
I am a little curious why they didn't try the run back double there. They nose hit it, both those stones go away, and they're leaving a guard in place. Maybe the risk is if it's too far outside, it will take their own yellow out, so... And because now it actually leaves Canadians an option promoting that redstone and moving the yellow out. I think they're just going to try to tap this one a little bit deeper. It's going to fall a little too much, I think.
Yeah, it falls too much, so it's in the inside. Taps it open.
Now that's going to give...
Close the door, so please.
Thank you.
See, did get pick up. So Gary was wary to close the door very softly, so we didn't have the earthquake effect. We had our cameras hanging on the walls, and sometimes they pick up the vibrations of the door slamming.
There's no sometimes. So this leaves an opportunity for Grey Ducks to score 2. Hit and roll. Just needs to get it to stop inside the 4-foot.
Going for a draw. A draw for 2 points.
Yeah, I like this call. It's got an option if it's too heavy, the backing there to hit and roll. This appears to be a bit outside, though.
Is it going to take that little turn? That red one?
Oh, no. Worst case scenario there.
Oh, yeah. They lost a point here. Yeah, this is absolutely worst case scenario. And that's the swear jar. That's the swear jar.
I missed it
No
again.
doubt about it.
I heard him say something, but I didn't quite catch
yeah.
what he said, so...
Yeah.
What did he say?
He did a call out to God, but not in a positive way.
Darn, I was trying to get you to say it so that
I don't know.
no, that you get on the swear jar.
I'm too smart for that, John. You can trick me with your foolish trickeries.
All right, steal a 1 for Canadians there. Great X drawing for 2, so a 3-point swing, really. And on we go to the 7th end. Really tight match.
Yeah, what
here.
a turn here. Halfway this game, Great X were leading 3-1, and now Canadians turned the die, and it's 4-3. We're getting a very good treat here for the final game of the final weekend. Suddenly, I had a broom in frame. It was John.
That side is straight with a bit of weight. Yeah, it does seem to be. There does seem to be a tipping point of weight before how it goes. Another swear jar.
Yeah. Almost 9 o'clock. Not yet. Too early for all of the swearing.
This stone's a little bit light. It is
Tap the
going
guards.
to- Alright.
Oof.
Bottle of red wine for
Is it
for
true?
Tom each time.
Each time Tom swears, he has to.
Well, I don't think the kids can have wine, so we're gonna arrange something. Well, I like what they do on the Canadian broadcasts, where it's like all of the swear jar goes into a local charity whenever they have these tournaments. So
Hey, but Timo, we had a nice idea coming from Niels. Is cowbells. Every time we see a potential shot of the match, we have some cowbells just to mimic kind of fan experience from big games, big world curling games.
or how about, since the World Cup football was just on, the vuvuzelas
Yeah.
or air horns. Then again, only we in chat could hear it, so maybe not the air horns.
And we also have Matt's volunteers to wear a cow suit and then wave the cowbell each time we command them to do. Whoa, nice.
Ooh,
Very nice past the guards.
switch it around, but
Very
there's a
good.
chat on the ice with the speaker. No, but maybe we could. Maybe we start if we had sound effects.
Could be cool to have a kind of
That
fun
would-
game.
That would be something. They have this thing called sound alerts that they use on Twitch, and you can donate bits, which are like virtual coins that you have to pay for, to play sounds. And there's streamers who often use this. They set high amounts for it, and sometimes people will play air horns when they're in the middle of a tight shot, or crazy anime songs at super loud volumes just to just to do that. So maybe we could do that. Put a couple of speakers above each house and just start.
Kurdia crazy game. Like, just needs sweeping. It is past the guard.
Gets
Wow.
it by.
And now sweep it as deep as you can. Hard. Get those brooms on the ice. Rub, 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 rub.
Comes up just short.
Just short, yeah.
And see, that was the fifth stone, so that would have been the tick rule had they moved it. But who knows if they would have left it there or not. No, that's just me tapping my fingers. Oh, I was doing the same, Nils. That was all just, I gotta have more cowbell. But I absolutely would love to run with that idea.
Yeah,
I think it would be fun.
That was actually a pretty good idea, so...
But I don't think putting it on a speaker in the
No, we won't go
on the
that
ice
far.
would be a little too much.
We only do that with Daddy Schools games. But like not with every game. Tapping the guard there.
Unfortunately, move that guard. got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell. Gotta have more cowbell.
Nice promotion there.
That will,
Is it Sean?
ooh, it's close. I think it
Very
might
close.
be. But it's very close. See, that would actually be a good thing to do. We get a recording of John screaming out yes, and then so if there's a good shot, someone in chat could put that in there, and you just hear John start screaming yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Like, oh. We should look into that, having this kind of sound effects, just for people in chats to have some fun.
Oh, it's very easy to do.
Yeah, but they should donate like a little bit of like €1 for a very nice sound effect.
Oh yeah, yeah. We can set all that stuff up. Very easy to do. Oh. Gets rid of the red, but not quite the way what they had intended. It's gonna leave it open for a draw behind the guards there in the middle. If somebody leaves a shot short of the hog line, Pat could play the sad trombone. Wow, 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 wow.
You're finally ready, Gary.
Everybody has their own pace, you know?
Yeah, true.
He's allowed on both microphones.
Yeah. Wow, nice.
Gonna sneak just by and
Look at
right
that.
there. Really nice stone.
Very,
Well-placed
very,
stone.
very nice stone. Yeah.
Dear diary, I saw another cool stone.
See, this is. He was mocking Gary for taking his time to focus, but this is what focus brings. And Canadians playing very strong to steal here. That's going to be
Just a
one.
fall.
Right, ooh. Yeah. Yep. Guarding should be sufficient to try and seal the deal and take the steal. Okie dokie. Ready for Gary's second stone.
Pretty well placed there.
Yeah.
It's going to make things extra difficult for the Ducks here.
Yeah. And we have the four-team committee here, four-person committee. Plan B. So yeah, Timo, sorry, you're demoted. Timo used to be our panel expert, but now we have a former world champion in our stream. We have a new panel expert.
Lots of shoulder shrugging there.
I want to see what Tom was pointing at. Yeah. Don't know for sure. Did you catch what Tom was pointing at?
I did not.
You were sleeping.
Maybe he was behind somebody, or you were taking a close-up on somebody. No?
You have all of the frames here, so they're going for it. They're going for the battle of the angles.
I think this is the stone to do this. It might open it up. They've still got two stones left.
Could be shot of the match. No, Stefan is already saying this is going to hit the guard, but then what's going to happen next? Guard is out. It's more open.
Yeah. Worst case, they open it up. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, that technically was the worst case there. It's going to give them a little bit more options with their final two stones.
Yeah, Canadians all set up for the steal.
Never mind.
Never mind. Hashtag Timo's wrong.
Yeah, okay, let's see. Dear Diary, a cool thing happened on stream.
Dear Diary, you're never gonna believe what happens. Now that we have a former world champion on stream, apparently Timo is wrong sometimes.
We have a sword fight going
on that about? I've never seen that before.
You remember that scene in Star Wars where they did this? That was cool.
I think they were trying to give John an honor salute by putting up their brooms.
Gently petting the stone, let it know that you care for
You're
it. You
a
really
very good stone.
Good boy. Good
boy. Do as I told.
Have to be careful. John's going to refuse to be on that broadcast anymore.
No, he's a fan of the broadcast. Or is this going to be a shot of the match?
Could leave that same shot open that Stefan had, yeah. Looks like they're going to try to squeeze that over. Yeah, they needed that one to fall just a little bit more.
See? Confirmed. He loves the stream. Yeah. Yeah, he mentioned that earlier before, like, he was going to share the fact that his game is going to be streamed and his daughter might pop him and watch the game. So I'm gonna mention it as soon as he's back here in the canteen.
Really important stone needs to get around this guard. Looks like it's falling out a little bit wide.
Oops.
And
What
every
happened
camera
there?
angle is blocked.
Yeah, right. A lot of stuff happens, and well, at least this is the end result. 1 stone for the Canadians.
Right, yeah, Canadians. I think it's a good result for the Ducks. They kind of open things up a little bit.
Yeah, changes the situation.
Yeah, getting rid of the big ends.
I think he saw something new. Come here. Come here. I'm not going to walk all the way. You come here. No.
All right, while they're thinking, I'm going to go get some water.
I'll have a Coke, yeah. Tell Gary to smile more. Yeah, yeah. He's always looking a bit, let's call it, focused. Yeah, a lot of people have angry faces on curling because they're so so focused. This needs to be a guard. Once that gap all closed. Thanks, John.
I found this new flavored water beer.
Yeah. We have the Knights of the Round Table discussing the situation again. Focused or scared? Yeah, maybe he's scared. I mean, maybe that's if John's calling hard, I would have my my most focused face. I wouldn't dare not to focus.
Yeah. Focus or scared? Why not both?
Why not both? Yeah. Yeah, where's the sword fight? There was a small sword fight a little moment ago. I'm gonna have to ask the guys what that was about. Maybe they have some inside jokes, or there's a kind of team pun we missed out.
Or I think they were just bored and waiting.
See, I'm always trying to wrap it in a positive way, and then you have John.
Interesting here. They're gonna go
Yeah.
with raised angle from out there.
That's a very interesting angle there.
Yeah, I would personally go for that more inside yellow one to try to tap that one back, but hey, I'm just the commentator. It's a lot easier from this side of the camera. Oh, that one's fallen inside.
Taps reds.
Oh.
And this is really not what they hoped for. Oof.
Nope.
Is it how many
That
was it? Two?
Two reds.
Two reds in the seventh end. And
Who's the score to the Canadians? 6, Grey Ducks 3.
ay.
Going into the last, Grey Ducks did not look that good the last couple ends. Just made a
Yeah.
couple mistakes. It's not characteristic of Tom.
What's Timo's opinion on that one?
Shocked.
Jaw dropping, shocked.
This is my shocked face.
Yeah. A moment of silence for the Great Ducks here. Yes.
Yeah, they've had opportunities and just two bad stones.
Yeah, big turnaround here. They came back so strong halfway. And then Canadians is going to take their first win of the game, or the league.
Yeah, four misses with his last two ends.
Yeah.
That's very uncharacteristic for Tom. So carries all the way in to just above the tee line.
Yeah, they want to put pressure. Kind of calling, do a call out to Grey Ducks. Hey, take it out and don't score points. Tom is not going to take that bait and is going to call for the corner guards.
Very light handle there. So as soon as that starts to go, that's just going to go. And that's exactly what you see it doing. And now it starts turning back the other way.
Wow. What happened?
He did not give it enough handle, and eventually it just stopped turning one way and turned the other. And then didn't give it enough weight, so it didn't carry.
Not the time to give presents if you're Grey Ducks. You want to
They
have
need,
those guards now.
need every stone they can in play.
Yeah, they need 4 if they want to win and 3 if they want to get a result.
Ends up on the center line. The no-tick rule is not in effect. There he goes, puts a little more handle on it.
I think
Yeah, that's why I don't like that two-finger
Yeah.
grip, because it's you can easily miss it. And so they are going to replace the stone, burn the shooter. I like John. That's wherever. That's fine. Good enough.
push it in. Yeah. Gotta love it. Yeah.
Let's see. Quick update from Sheet B. Let's see. Ramstein took another one, so they are leading 5-2 in the 6th.
Yeah, they don't like this stone.
Nope, too light. They've got guards there in front of the house. They need to take advantage of them, get behind it. Whoa.
It's actually a nice stone, you know?
Good play there.
Yeah.
I think that's what they were trying to do, just trying
Did
to tap
you,
it through.
Make some diary notes?
No,
No diary notes?
I will write it down.
Yes.
The Ducks need this one in the house. They need to start doing some, putting stones in there, trying to score. This one just appears light again. There it goes. It's gonna fall into that top.
Yeah.
Not enough weight.
Yeah, unfortunate, because this way it becomes way easy for Canadians to just win the game now. Think they know, Xavier and Christophe, that oops, don't fall, don't trip there. Oh. The fun thing is, John is the only one that can stand on that side of the house and still be visible underneath the scoreboard. All the other players have their heads chopped off, and I have to take a different angle because it looks weird. But for John, it works.
Or we have that lady that comes over from Scotland at the end of the year tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Who's only about a meter and a half tall, so.
Yeah,
Just gotta make
takes
that.
the draw away. Now the room to score for Grey Ducks is even smaller, and Tom's getting a little bit desperate.
Well, they have this run back here. They can try to double these out.
How long have they been on the ice now? Quite some time, I guess.
Yeah, we're coming up on 2.5 hours of broadcast time, and we start 15 minutes after they start the warm-ups. So, yeah, so looking about 2 hours 45 minutes.
Has been a long game.
Out
They
there, yeah.
took some thinking time moments.
And the temperature in the ice hall is quite low. It's 0.8 degrees, so it's
Very cold. yeah.
very cold in there.
There's another red one in the house now.
Yeah, they're hoping to make some improvements over the Christmas break, where get some heat into the ice hall to raise the temperature up to about like 6 or 7 degrees to make things a little bit better. But even the difference between like what we're used to having 2.5 and down to this below 1, it's a huge difference. I mean, you just feel your hands get cold and numb and dry pretty quickly.
And Gary's doing his little routine. And if that works and gives us good stones, then I won't bother. All right.
I think it's a well-placed stone there.
Very good. There's also 4 stones for Canadians so far. And Christophe needs to find a better place to put his chrono, because if he puts it somewhere in the top pocket of his jacket, and needs some time to tuck it away every time he measures.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
No, because if you need to sweep immediately, you really don't want to lose that time measuring. All right.
Cleans it out a little bit. Opens things up a little. They have their own stone there now that maybe they can try to find a way to push it in, and but I think Canadians just about have this wrapped up.
Yeah, I think this is
With
we
two
have some
stones
fans from Christophe and Xavier with 2 stones again.
Yeah, they've got 2 stones left to try to push something in and sit themselves. It's going to be tough. I mean, they do have this opportunity there with that one in the front, but it's going to be so hard to get it inside of.
But maybe we're going to see a very tricky shot with the last couple of stones.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
To all of the viewers out there, don't go out.
Don't turn it off just yet. You know,
might miss the shot of the match if you tune out now.
we might see some desperation. I mean, some creativity. Pardon me, got my words confused there.
Yeah. See, this is like I can't use this angle with Gary standing there because you just see a black man with his head behind the scoreboards.
Normally we would say a man in black.
Oh yeah. Sorry, it's my poor English. But you know what I meant. This game is pretty much over, and I think Canadians are going to take a win here. And they're going to do it in a very spectacular way with a huge comeback.
A nice stone there,
nice
taps
stone.
it in.
And now I count 5 stones in the house for Canadians, and this could even be a big house. Am I calling your dad short? No, I...
Yes, I believe you were.
I would say he's slightly below average. And it's an advantage. I said it was an advantage because that way he could stand on the left side of the sheet and be fully visible underneath our scoreboard. Whereas our players would have their heads hidden.
I mean, I could probably call him short because I know I'm tall. I probably got at least half a foot, if not more. 15 to 20 centimeters if you are metrically inclined.
Yeah. Physically speaking, he may be a short man, but metaphorically speaking, he's a big man.
Yeah. He has a big personality.
Yeah. So, John, if you're rewatching the game,
Your daughter said it's okay. Your
Yeah,
daughter said it's okay to call you short.
we got approval from your daughter.
I think this one's going to come up light. It is just going to fall. Yeah. It's unfortunate shot there.
Yep.
Ooh, quick update from Sheet B. Somebody scored 3 in the 6th, but I forget which color is which. Let me see who's throwing now. What color? Okay, Ramstein. So Ramstein leads it 8-2 into the 7th end.
8-2?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's good for them because yesterday they had a tough loss, losing 17-2 against the Huskies. So they were really looking. Oh. Well, you didn't see that on camera, but that was all almost. Yeah. Somebody almost fell down. Luckily, he didn't. And if he did, it was not on camera. That's also fortunate. Last stone from the Canadians here. Final stone for John.
This one is heavy, but it's just
Looking
gonna
for the hit
tap
and roll.
roll in. and onto that, and they are sitting a pretty solid 5 right there.
Wow.
Everything behind the guard, but it
3, 4,
does.
5, and this could be a real big end here.
I think they've got an opportunity though to draw.
Look at that.
It's like, why couldn't you just put it here? Yeah, Timo, it'd be nice for Tom, I think, to finish this game with at least a good stone. I don't think he'd like to go out and have his last 3 ends just be that badly played. We know that's not the way Tom usually plays.
No.
Very uncharacteristic.
But anyway, hats off for this man with the best hat of the game.
Yep.
Stefan, the ice maker.
Although I did like Alex's little black and yellow striped hat from earlier.
Yeah. See now the chrono of Christoph.
The last shot
finding
of
his
our
winter
winter
jacket.
round. Yep. He needs to put that. He's got like so many other pockets he could put that into. A little bit outside. It's not going to fall. Not really sure why they're sweeping that, but this is just to lessen the pain.
Well, they reduced the damage. Now it's just 1 red.
1 red
And
there.
that's also results. And here's the handshake. It was a nice game. I kind of enjoyed watching this game.
Yeah.
And I'm happy for the Canadians that they also found a victory here.
So no teams finished without points in the A division this season. That was good win for Canadians there, getting their last match, getting some points. Oh,
so
thank you, Melanie.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Melanie.
it. Thank you for stopping in, everybody. I got pizza in my teeth.
yeah, I'll do the talking.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, so
Sorry,
thanks
Doctor.
everybody for watching the game. We have the guys. Whoa! I almost got hit by a broom. Did he overheard me saying?
He must have heard us calling him short.
Yeah. So John, we had your daughter watching almost the entire game. Actually, true. Come.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have.
She called you short.
Yeah, she called you short all the time.
Oh, we didn't play too bad.
Yeah,
So
you guys
I'm
played
just
pretty
going
well.
to adjust the camera angle so John's in picture.
Hi, Melanie. Maybe Sebastian too in BC. I don't know. Thank you. You played a good game.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
did. It played really well. I think it was a good matchup.
So now I have to.
Yeah, now we
readjust
have to.
myself.
Well, we can just sit down. I can just sit
Oh
down.
yeah,
There we go.
now we have a better angle for stuff. We got hello back from Melanie. So yeah, very nice game. I thought Great Ducks would win. I mean they had a favorable position in the tables. Bye, Melanie.
Yeah, they had the Grey Ducks. They played a lot better this season. This was not their best game tonight. I mean, they were pretty solid first half of the match, and it was really just those last 2 or 3 ends where just missed a lot of this stuff. Thank you, Timo. Yeah. So this does conclude coverage of the BCL winter round.
Yeah.
We do not know the scheduling for the spring round or whatever they're going to call it. Maybe winter part 2.
Winter part 2. Yeah. Well, with those temperatures in there, they could call it a winter part 2.
I mean, the funny thing is next season will actually be mostly in the winter. Well, none of this season was actually in the winter.
Yeah.
This is the autumn round or fall if you're an American, like I am. But who knows what they're going to call it.
Autumn is too hard to spell for Americans, so they invented a new word.
Well, the leaves fall off the trees. It's pretty easy to remember what
Yeah,
it
that's what kids do if they don't understand words and don't know how to write things. But anyway, like next part of the season, we'll have a bunch of games again. I hope you kind of liked the first coverage of the first half of the season by Kurdia TV, and we have some kind of new features and new stuff for the stream. And we also have,
the
a guest star,
the best hat,
the best
in the
hat of
league.
the season.
Lots of compliments on your hat, Stefan.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have a lot of new features planned. We're going to try to roll out some stuff. We're going to take this winter break because we don't have a scheduled match until mid. Oh no, that's not true. We have a December 30th. We have a doubles match, our doubles match actually. So that will be broadcast, and we'll probably try to do the on-ice microphones between Pim and I so you can hear us talking, mean at each other for not doing what they're supposed to do. I told you to sweep. No, it shouldn't have swept. But we have more. The next doubles match is after that is scheduled for sometime around January 19th. I'm not expecting the regular league to happen before then, so we're gonna have a few weeks of no coverage. I'm gonna try to put out some videos of the. We still have shots of the match from all the matches from this weekend. I might try to put out a few new like best of highlight videos from time to time just to keep things going.
Yeah, maybe the New Year's Cup with Campina. We were kind of discussing with the guy from Campina whether to stream it or not. And what's also kind of still on our plate is we have the recap video of Östersund. So we joined the Belgian national teams in Östersund to follow the Europeans.
Well, we didn't. You did.
We as Curdia TV. I mean, that's I talk in the royal.
The royal we.
Yeah. But we have some footage kind of in montage and post-production right now, and there's also maybe a guest star starring in our video. I can't really announce or give big reveals, but I can say, well, it's going to be exciting and some puns and gags. It's really kind of a behind-the-scenes story of the national teams going into the Euros. So we have that for you as well. And Timo is on chat, so he knows he was part of the footage, and I hope that's going to be a bit of my job during the upcoming days. Protect the beach. I think silence. Yeah. Don't ruin the surprise for everybody of you there.
Sure, we don't. He already spoiled it. So if you go back and watch some of the old videos, you might catch where
that's actually true. If you go back and watch all of our videos, front to back, kind of watch the entire library of videos, and then you might find a little spoiler. I kind of give you a tip. I give you the advice to watch everything back, and then you will find some surprises. But if not, if you are too lazy and want and don't mind waiting, the video is coming.
So we've got lots of new features coming up. Hopefully some more content still coming up in this dry period. Not too many live broadcasts, at least one. I see Frank is offering himself. Maybe he's free to commentate on our doubles match. So we will see. So yeah, we hope to see you guys in the new year. We hope you enjoy your holidays. Hope you get to spend the time however you like with your family and friends, or with nobody.
Or
who am I to judge?
With Moon Lady.
Moon Lady. Hopefully Dirk finds out who Moon Lady is. Yeah. Hopefully she's not really a dangerous stalker.
Yeah. So I think you can wrap up.
Yep. And so this has been a pretty good half season. Enjoyed doing it. Bit hectic with the way the scheduling has been working for the quads, where they try to squeeze all the matches into 3 weeks, 3 separate competition weeks. But it's been fun trying to bring this to you, trying to get better every time we come out. We're glad our numbers have been growing thanks to you. We've got more subscribers, we're getting more views on the videos, and I just appreciate having you all around. So don't forget to follow us on all our social medias. I see the ticker in the middle where it's over here, going through all the different stuff where we post all of our different content and our different messages. So that's it from here. We will see you guys in a week and a half or so for the next match.
We'll post it.
We'll figure it out. Just follow our socials. You'll find it. So thanks again, everybody. And I'm going to look for the goodbye button before I actually say goodbye. Okay, so now we found the button.
3, 2, 1. Bye.
Goodbye.